that property of conjugates that makes square roots go away. So if this is minus, you're going to multiply by plus. If this was plus, you'd multiply by minus for the same numbers that are already there. Okay, I'm going to have to FOIL my denominator, and my numerator, and essentially FOIL my denominator, but the inside and outside terms will cancel each other out, right? Because I'll have 4 times this and 4 times negative. That's the beauty of conjugates. The square roots are going to go away. So when I FOIL my numerator, I'm going to get 12 plus 6 times the square root of 2 plus 4 times the square root of 2 plus 2 times 2, because the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is just 2. And then in my denominator, I'm going to get 4 times 4, so that's 16. I'd have 4 times 2 root 2 and 4 times negative root 2 root 2. So those cancel. So I just multiply the first and the last. So I get negative 4 times 2. So here, just first and last. You don't have to FOIL. 12 plus 4 is 16. And then 6 root 2 plus 4 root 2 is 10 root 2. And 16 minus 8 is 8. In order to reduce these, this number, and this number, so all 3 have to be able to reduce by the same thing. And in this case, 2. So that becomes 8, that becomes 5, and that comes 4. And even though these would reduce, these don't, so I'm done. Okay, so here I have 2 times the square root of 5 minus 3, so I'm going to multiply that by 2 root 5 plus 3. Now I won't have to FOIL the top, but I will distribute. So I'm going to do 9 times each of these. So I have negative 9 times 2 root 5, so that's negative 18 root 5, and negative 9 times 3, so that's negative 27. And then in my denominator, I just do first and last, because they're conjugates. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4, and the square root of 5 times the square root of 5, which is 5. So I have 4 times 5, and then negative 3 times positive 3, so minus 9. And this is 20 minus 9, so that's 11. 18, 27, and 11 don't reduce. So this is complete. Now here we've got conjugates in the numerator and denominator. Ignore the numerator. Don't let that confuse you. You're looking at the denominator, and I'm going to multiply by that conjugate. So that's plus, so I'm going to do minus. Okay, and here now I have a perfect square if I recognize it, otherwise you can FOIL it. And then in my denominator, so I'm either going to FOIL or use the square shortcut for my numerator. So if I FOIL, it'd be first outside, inside, last, or using my square, I have square root of 11 times the square root of 11, so that's the square root of 121, or just 11. And then I have 2 times the square root of 11 times negative the square root of 2 plus the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, so that's just 2. And in my denominator, I do the first, so that's 11, and the last, so that's 2. So I end up with 13, my 11 and 2, minus, because this is negative, so minus 2 times the square root of 22 over 9. And 13, 2, and 9 don't reduce at all.